Okay, so let's use the last 2 minutes. Please send a reminder. I'm watching to see the leaders that are listening. Please take action now. Help me send a reminder on all our WhatsApp platforms. Let people know that the room for the training is open. Thank you so much. We'll be back shortly.
The mysteries of life and health lie within the natural world. Oli Life, guided by its core philosophy of respect nature, embrace science, ingeniously incorporates the ecological energy found in nature into its products using advanced technology. This seamless integration of water, food, and equipment creates a lifestyle that embodies the health principles of the BAMA. We don't just provide the concept of health, our focus is on discovering the fundamental of well-being. Since our inception, we have embedded natural deep within the DNA of our company. Our commitment is to enhance every aspect of life in a safe, non-invasive, and effective manner, addressing various health concerns at their roots. Oli Life upholds the Olympic spirit, continually pursuing, challenging, and surpassing boundaries. We meticulously oversee every production detail, placing quality above all else, and bestowing a championship quality standard on health. To date, we hold numerous significant product patents, and have earned prestigious international certifications, including HACCP, ISO, FDA, SGS, and IPMS. In under a year, Oli Life has expanded its business presence from Malaysia to 37 countries, including Indonesia, Singapore, Taiwan, Thailand, Brunei, China, and the Philippines. Our products are highly sought after globally, and our member base exceeds 100,000. We remain dedicated to exploring the natural world steadily, seeking the optimal path back to health. Through products that are more natural, safer, and of higher quality, we aim to enhance your quality of life and collectively pursue an Olympian lifestyle.
Oli Life, one team, one dream, one world!
All right, so without further ado, let's get started. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you're connecting from. Please kindly go to the chat box right now. Let me know your location. And if you are a prospect, kindly notify me on the chat box. If this is your first time joining any of our presentations or meetings in Oli Life, kindly indicate, please. Let's quickly do that on the chat box, please. Let's do that quickly on the chat box. Notify me. I can see we have Raphael Uzo from Lagos. Congratulations for joining us on this training this morning. I see we have Ashe Yori also from Lagos, Mr. Dedigba from Ibadan. Excellent leader right there. We have Fumi from Lagos Island. Amazing, phenomenal leader. We have TJ Sunimi, right? All right. I think I spoke with you. That's another nurse who just joined our team. So look out for that fantastic guy. We have Madam Bola for Fashola as well from Lagos. Mrs. Joy Ibadan. We have Living Treasure. Okay, Living Treasure says it's my first time. Okay, we have a first time around there. Right there, Tommy Singh. That's Modupe Esther from Ikorodu. Mr. Sami from Ikorodu as well. All right. All right, so for the sake of the person joining us for the first time, let me quickly do a brief introduction of the company. Let me introduce the company to you properly. So we are representing a company called Oli Life. Oli Life is a word that was coined out of Olympic. So the Oli represents Olympic, and that's what we are trying to say here is Olympic Life. So Oli Life is a company from Singapore that is dedicated to enhancing health, quality of life through the fusion of Olympic spirit. So when you hear us say Oli Life, we are talking about the Olympic lifestyle, the Olympic spirit. And then a lot of scientific research has been done, and the company focuses on wellness electronic devices that will help user achieve a long-term health goal. So this is the first time we are getting direct affiliation with a company that's infused technology into electronic devices that will help us to achieve good optimum health. So it's not a company that focuses on drugs or supplements or pills. The company focuses more on wellness electronic devices. So we have a global presence with headquarters in Singapore. We have consolation warehouse in China. We have branch offices in Malaysia, in Thailand, Indonesia, Hong Kong, expansion plan for the USA and South Korea. So this is a global company. You need to take note of that. The company has obtained 167 global patents. So I'm not doing a full presentation this morning. I'm just giving a brief introduction to the company. So let me quickly show you what our smart wellness devices look like before we go into the training proper. Okay, so two major technologies. The first one is called PEMF, and then the second technology is called terahertz. PEMF and terahertz. So these two innovations have been infused into all the devices before you to take care of different health conditions. The first one, the Oli Life Terra P90, it's a product that was born out of years of research. The origin of PEMF, which stands for pulsed electromagnetic field, has been on since 60s and 70s. It's an innovation that was discovered in 1960s to 1970s. So you can imagine the number of years it has been in use, tested and proven. So this company only found an innovative way of getting all that technology into a small, portable wellness electronic device. And the concept of PEMF is that it mimics grounding or earthing. It helps us to complete executes that has a whole lot of benefit to the human body. Now, why we call this therapy 90 is because the research and development team tried for 90 good times before they got the technology right. They failed at number 1, number 2, number 10, number 20, 30, 60, 70, 80, until they got to the 90th time before they got it right. And that's why this is fully patented and protected by the company. It's just like what you have with the formula of Coca-Cola. It is protected. No matter what other companies have tried to imitate the formulation, they are unable to get the actual taste today. So also in this industry, a lot of companies have tried to imitate what you're seeing here. I'm referring to this therapy 90. A lot of companies have tried to imitate it, but they are unable to get the technology right. So that's why the company patented the technology. So you will take your time to attend our presentations from tomorrow to Wednesday and then Thursdays. That's where we're going to demystify fully, dive into the technology here and explain how it works properly. We have another device called the Galaxy G1 that takes care of eye-related issues, cataract, glaucoma. It soothes the eye, it massages the eye, it helps you with all eye-related issues. We have the H Plus bar that hydrogenates your water and drink. We have the A9 Bama device. It has high concentration of anions. It helps purify the air and also serve as anti-mosquito. Excellent device right there to bring Bama air to your home. Bama is a home of centenarians where you hardly find people who fall prey to all the chronic ailments we are familiar with. So this company has also tried to mimic what you have in Bama into a device called the A9 Bama Air. So you place this one in your home. Mosquitoes cannot survive anywhere these anions are being emitted. So it purifies the air of your home. We have the advanced version of the P90 Plus, of the P90, which we refer to as the Terra P90 Plus. This is having 7 technologies in one: EMS, red light, RF10s, and so on. So all those technologies are to help address one issue or the other. The addendums you find right there takes care of relaxation of the skin rejuvenation, and anything skin related. So this one is quite suitable for spa owners. We have the Vitality Wand. Vitality Wand is specifically used by those with metallic implants, artificial organs, bleeding tendencies, or amputation. Those kind of patients can go for the Vitality Wand. It does exactly what the P90 would do, but through diffusion, through air pressure. It transmits that technology through air pressure. That is what the Vitality Wand is meant for. Recently, last year, towards the end of last year, the company launched another powerful device called the shaking massager that has dual technology, takes care of burn. It helps majorly to burn fat, takes care of organs, healthy organs. So you need to take a look at that shaking massager as well. I think the picture is not on this particular slide. Then we have another product called the Skyline Pad. Powerful pad that helps women take care of so many issues as far as the female reproductive organ is concerned. That is also another device. So state-of-the-art wellness devices, what we have in Holy Life. So once again, congratulations and welcome. So for the lady joining for the first time, I'm talking to, I don't know if it's a lady or a male anyway. What I see here is living treasure. So you are the reason why I'm brushing through these devices. So we are not here to do Ponzi. We are not here to scam anybody. We are here to do real business. And one thing I know about business is value. The first thing you should think about in business is value or commodity. Commodity. So if there's a medium of exchange for money, then you are in business. If there is a medium of exchange for money in terms of value, then you are in business for a long time. Some of us who have promoted product-based companies before, you would agree with me, they usually stand the test of time, except when they begin to have management problems. I will take one, for example, Forever Living product. Till tomorrow, since year 2000, that it came into Nigeria, till date as we speak, that company is still in existence. So that's about 26 years counting. You can imagine if we have Holy Life for 26 years. Wow, so many lives will be touched. The remarkable part about this particular company is the fact that the innovation here is evolving. Every year, they try to launch at least 2 new products. And I'll show you a lot of products are in the pipeline. So many devices will still come up. Very soon, they are going to be launching a multifunctional water device. Multifunctional. Some of you have heard about Kangen water. This company is doing a machine that is going to be more powerful than the Kangen machine. Multi-purpose. That's also in the pipeline. So It's a technological device. And they are also setting up AI-powered warehouses, AI-powered customer service centers across the globe. If you check the updates in the back office, you'll see that the company is doing everything possible to make sure that we achieve our goal of becoming number one company in the world. If you look at the business side of things, this company took the market by storm. It took the market by storm. One thing I know is numbers don't lie. And then results silence all arguments. So if you see a company that is just 3 years old, and then in 3 years, the company is doing this kind of numbers you see on the screen, then you need to pay attention. You need to pay a whole lot of attention to this kind of company. It means they have a solid structure. One of the things that made me fall in love with Polylife is the e-commerce mode of distribution and then access to international markets. Because prior to this time, I was with a company we call SkillNet, and we were educating people on how to do drop shipping. One of the concepts of drop shipping is the fact that you only connect the customer to the manufacturer, and then the manufacturer ships the product to the customer, and you get paid. I've always wanted to set up a system of drop shipping model. I've always wanted to do drop shipping over a long period of time. In fact, I learned so much about drop shipping. I started teaching people about drop shipping. But when I saw Polylife, the structure, the mode of distribution, I saw the back end. I know that this is purely drop shipping. I'm talking to somebody in the US. I don't need to go to the US. I don't need to have an office in the US. I don't need to have an agent in the US. I don't need to have an agent that work for me over there. With Polylife, that customer in the US makes payment to the company, select the product of choice, and the company will ship it directly to the customer. In fact, the customer will get it at his doorstep. That is drop shipping. That is e-commerce. In fact, because of the way the world crisis here and there all over the world, these are the kind of businesses that will stand the test of time. Think about when COVID-19 came up. So many businesses shut down. So many businesses that were operating offline, of course, they had to shut down. Even religious centers were affected. Everybody had to switch to online services. That's to show you that the world is revolving. We are no longer in an era where you need to open a shop somewhere and then you are limited to time and space. If you don't have a presence online, your business will never stand the test of time because it's just a matter of time you will pack up. You get frustrated. In one of the days in our trainings, I'm going to show you the power of the social media marketing. That's one of the trainings we're going to be bringing up, the power of social media marketing. You see how billions of people flock online searching for what to buy. So it's not about your just your cold market prospecting or just people within your circle of influence. You need to learn how to tap into the social media space. And thank God for this company. They've made it so easy. It means you can decide to select continent of your choice, do your target marketing, and then you are already a global businessman, a global businesswoman. With the concept of Polylife, you are a global businesswoman. You are not a local entity anymore. You are no more a local champion. If you understand this concept, it is powerful. What Polylife has here is powerful. Please, I want you to reason with me for a while. How can a company that's just 2 years old be doing $83 million every month in sales? That's monthly revenue. 83 million monthly revenue. That's a powerful concept. In 2.5 years, Holy Life produced 512. These numbers have doubled, more than double now. It used to be 217, but right now it's 512. 512 members across the globe have cashed out $1 million rather each. $1 million each. 512 people in 2.5 years. That is remarkable. Do you also know that our flagship product, over 100 million units have been sold? Our flagship product, that's the Terra P90 machine, over 100 million units already sold. This company is going to be like 4 years by the end of this year. Just 4 years. That's because of the power of drop shipping, or you call it e-commerce. Please take advantage, open your mind, join us as we run through this business and make a fortune out of it. So let's go over to the back office. And for the back office training, I want you to drop on the chat box specifically what you don't understand. Some of us who are already members, you have your account with Holy Life. Please go to the chat box. Tell me exactly the areas you want me to concentrate on, and we'll get that done immediately. Please, I want to see that on the chat box. I want to believe everybody's hearing me.
Yes, we can hear you, sir. Go on.
All right. Thank you, sir, for that feedback. Thank you for the feedback. I'm looking at the chat box now. I want to know, okay, Alexis, how to cash the bonuses, okay? Madam Fumi says she want to know about placements. Placements, okay. Compensation plan. All right. Any other person? Moses, how to place properly to get tier bonus, okay. Well noted. Any other person? Any other thing? Placements, cash out. Okay, Mr. Adediba, where do I see the accumulated PVs? Okay, all right. Salient questions. How to buy dollars for payments? How can one withdraw in USD? Beautiful. There's somebody that is interrupting my screen. Please stop drawing on the screen. Who is that? Okay, let me take you one by one. First, let's do back office orientation. So when you log into your back end, you are going to see 4 types of wallets. Let's start from there. Index is your dashboard. So if you're using the mobile device, oh, I need to log in again. All right, so starting from this login page, first I would advise, if you're getting here for the first time, please change the language to English so you don't get confused. So change the language to English so that you don't get confused, because you would always be required to put in a code in an image form. So you need to look clearly where the image is and the numbers or letters are there. So you type it in correctly. After, you must have put in your member ID and your password. Then you log in. So when you log in, it takes you to the index, which is your dashboard. On the dashboard, you're going to see 4 types of wallets. We have the shopping wallet, repurchase wallet, bonus wallet, e-wallets. All these wallets are meant for different purposes. Let me start with the shopping wallet. So the shopping wallet is just a voucher, more or less like a coupon that the company is giving us, because to my best of knowledge, this company have an expansion plan to put up an e-commerce store where all other products they have, because they have a factory in New Zealand that produces other products. And they have other devices apart from the ones we are promoting. They have the neck massager and so many other devices. So the expansion plan is going to incorporate and a well-integrated e-commerce store where this shopping wallet will be useful. That's for future plan. Similar with repurchase wallet. So what is accumulating in your repurchase wallet is 20% of all your earnings. 20% of all your earnings is what goes into your repurchase wallet. The reason is because the company doesn't have compulsory monthly reorder for affiliates. There is no compulsory auto ship like other companies would call it. In Only Life, there is nothing like that. So what they did differently is to retain 20% of your earnings as your repurchase, because every system must have a live wire. Every system must have a live wire. So the live wire of this business is your repurchase wallet. So similar to what I said about the shopping wallet, the repurchase wallet is also future savings. This is like savings, which you are still going to make use of as we progress in the business. Before now, they used to have a portal in the back end where people can pay 50% of what they have in the repurchase wallet, and then 50% physical cash, in addition to this, to buy products. So I think they took that off not quite long to design something that is more profitable for us. So in no distant time, the company is going to reach out to us and tell us how to start using it. But for some of the affiliates that visited the headquarters in Singapore, like my immediate upline, and about 40 people last year, towards the end of last year, were in Singapore, mostly Ghanaians. About 40 of them were in Singapore, and I saw so many devices they bought with their repurchase wallet. In fact, they made it so easy. You could buy goods with your repurchase wallet, but what they bought is not these normal devices we spoke about. So they have so many other devices they were able to buy with some of us that were in Abuja. You saw when leader Fred from Ghana gave out a neck massager. I think he said he bought more than 50 units of that neck massager when they got to Singapore, the headquarters of the company. And part of the funds came from the repurchase wallet. And those are devices you can resell to make a lot of money. So whenever you look at your repurchase wallet, just see this as savings, something you are still going to make use of later. So where you should pay more attention for now is your bonus wallet and your e-wallet. Bonus wallet and e-wallet. So 80% of your earnings is paid into your bonus wallet. 80% is paid into your bonus wallet. Then the e-wallets. The e-wallet is available for P2P. You want to transfer from member to member, you make use of your e-wallet. And then you also want to use your earnings to buy products, you move it out of the bonus wallet into the e-wallet. I'll show how to do that shortly. So let me say that again. Bonus wallets is where 80% of all your earnings will be paid into. And then e-wallet is meant for P2P, that's member to member transfer. You can transfer from your account to my account, but it has to be done from the e-wallet. So if you have money in your bonus wallet, the first step is to move it into your e-wallet, depending on what you want to do. You move it into the e-wallet before you can transfer it to another member or use it to buy the machines. You want to buy Therapy 90, Galaxy G1, all the devices we have in Only Life, you can buy you can make payment from the e-wallet to the company. Then take note, there is internal withdrawal system. The company provided an internal withdrawal system, which is through USDT, that's crypto. So you can withdraw money directly from your back office to your crypto wallet via USDT. So you're using Binance, you're using Bybit, BitGet, any of the wallets, cold wallet, hot wallet, decentralized wallets, whichever wallet you're using as far as it is TRC supported, TRC network. So for those of us who are crypto savvy, you would understand the network. We have TRC, 20, Ethereum, and so on. So, but what the company uses for now is TRC, that's Tron Network. So once your account is KYC verified, and then you attach your e-wallet, rather your TRC20 wallet, you can move funds from bonus wallet into your crypto wallet. But the system is programmed to pay out externally on the 15th and 30th of every month. It means you have to place your withdrawal on the 15th of the month or on the 30th of the month. I hope that is clear. All right. I believe that's clear. Let me get feedback. Is that clear? Can a leader give me feedback? Do we understand what I just said? This is a training, it's not a presentation, so let's communicate.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. All right, thank you. So it means we are clear. If you want to do withdrawal directly from the back end to your external wallet, you have to place your withdrawal on the 15th or 30th of the month, twice a month. But of course, we need money every day. So we have now created our own internal cash out. Let me use that word. We created our own cash out. But before I explain that, any money you have moved out of the bonus wallet to your e-wallet, you cannot move it back to bonus wallet. You can't do that. Number two, any money you've moved out of the bonus wallet to your e-wallet, you cannot cash out externally to your exchange from the e-wallet. E-wallet is meant for only internal transactions within the system, P2P, or to buy your products. That's what e-wallet is meant for. While bonus wallet is to receive your earnings and to cash out externally to your exchange. So take note of that. So maybe you have already transferred the money to e-wallet and then you say, oh, no, I want to move it to my external exchange. You can't do that from the e-wallet. So let me talk about how we have now created a very swift system for cash out. Because of the fact that I centrally control registrations for the team now, I'm always in need of e-wallets. Because with the e-wallet payment gateway, it is faster to quickly buy the devices. It's faster to buy the devices with the e-wallet. That's why you see most times I'm always in the registered members group asking if there's anybody with e-wallets. So I buy off all the e-wallets all the bonuses. Let me put it that way. I get all the bonuses from you and transfer it to my e-wallet. So if anybody want to buy a machine, you're paying the Naira equivalent, and then I am buying the devices from my e-wallet balance. I believe that's also taken. So P2P is the fastest way you as a member can cash out. The beautiful part of this is, you see this $3 in this is one of my account anyway. This $3 you are seeing here, I can cash it out. Even if it's $1, I can transfer it as P2P and cash out. The system allows me to transfer as little as $1. So it's so flexible. So you can transfer this. All I need to give to you is my member ID. First, you move the money from bonus wallet from your own account. You move the money from bonus wallet to the e-wallet. So let me practice that now. Let me practice it very quickly. So if you are using mobile device, you will need to tap on the drop-down menu. But for PC like this, just look at your left hand side. You are going to see financial management. This system is so transparent. So transparent. Every penny has details of how it came about. Every penny, you will see the details of how the funds came in. We are going to look at it one by one. So if I want to move this $3.13 in my bonus wallet here, I want to move it to my e-wallet. You can see the e-wallet is currently reading 0.00. So you go to your financial management, you will see bonus wallet transfer. You're going to see the bonus wallet transfer. If you're using mobile device, tap on the drop-down menu, then you will see financial management. You open it up, you click on bonus wallet transfer. So this bonus wallet transfer is what brought about this page. So remember, what I'm trying to do here is to move the $3 I have in my bonus wallet into my e-wallet. I want to move it to e-wallet. So it's going to ask you for the amount you want to transfer. You can move all the cents you have there. The system allows that. So I want to move this $3.13 to my e-wallet. Then transfer remark, you can leave it blank. You can leave the transfer remark blank, or you type anything you like there. The login password, we all know, you know your login password, of course. Then you click on confirm. That is already successful. If you go back to the dashboard, you see that the money is now in my e-wallet. So remember, I can do two things with this money here. I can decide to push it to another member that is peer-to-peer. Then I can also buy product with whatever amount I have in my e-wallet, if it's up to the amount to buy the products. So it's as simple as that. You move your earnings from bonus wallet to e-wallet. So what if I now want to do peer-to-peer? So some of you who have some earnings in your back office, $3, $10, $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, you want to convert it to Naira immediately. You don't want to wait for the system automated payouts or 15th or 30th. You need your money today, now. Just do P2P. First, move it to your e-wallet, then go back to financial management. You are going to see e-wallet transfer. Remember, what you did the first time was bonus wallet. The second time, you are doing e-wallet transfer, because you can't transfer to another member from bonus wallet. You can only do it from the e-wallet. So if you open up the e-wallet transfer, you put in the ID number you are transferring to. That's the recipient. Who is the person you want to move the money to? So for instance, let me use Edwin, are you on the call?
Yes, I am.
Okay, call your ID number for me.
Okay.
AF what?
I think AF 19. Let me get it now. Let me get it down.
If you don't get your ID number, you will pay $50 fine.
Yeah, right.
You should be able to know that offhand by now. Your ID number is your is your bank account in Only Life.
I'm a scientist. AF 934196.
934196. So immediately I type in your ID, I click on the background, it's going to pop up your name. That's how to verify that you are not doing the wrong thing. So the system wants you to verify the person you're sending your money to. That's why I always tell people that it will be difficult to steal in Only Life. If you have access to somebody's account and then you move money to your own account, the system will expose you. You will know, the individual will know where his money went to. So you put in the ID number, verify the name, and you put in the amount. In this case, I want to transfer the whole $3.13. It will ask me for a remark. So here is where I recommend, if the money is meant for product purchase, type in product purchase. So whatever it is that is meant for, if it is, I love what, is it Mr. Adetibu I used to do? He will say, convert to Naira. So whatever the money is meant for, just put it as a transfer remark. Then put in your login password. You click on confirm, that will be successful. I'm not sending my $3 to Edwin. Edwin is a big man. Okay, that is, I think this is already understood. Now, let me talk about how to do your KYC and then attach your Binance, your Bybit, your BitGet TRC20 wallet. The first is to go to data management. You click on data management, you go to bank information. So the first thing is the system is going to ask you for KYC. That's why I always recommend, if you are registering anybody, make sure you use current regulatory ID card. It will be NIN, voter's card, international passport, driver license. Ensure that the ID number you provided at the point of registration tallies with the names. If not, you would have issues with KYC. So it will ask you for the real name confirmation here. You upload your ID. So if it was NIN you used to register, you have to upload soft copy of your NIN. If it is what is it called again? International passports. You upload your international passport, the soft copy, and you submit. So you give the system time to verify is manually verified. So please submit the unobstructed picture of your ID with your name and ID number. So make sure the names you provided, if you have 3 names on the ID, use your 3 names to do your registration. Because if it is 2 names, the system will decline it. So KYC is the first step if you want to start cashing out your exchange. After KYC, the next page that is going to pop up here is to ask you for bank name, bank account details. So where you have bank name, you are going to put TRC20. That's the network. Where you have account number, you put in your wallet address. I think we are going to do another training on how to use some of this exchange. I specifically use Bybit, so I'll walk you through how to use your Bybit, even though that's an exclusive training for those that are interested in crypto. I told somebody.
Excuse me, can I come in?
Yes, please.
Yes, it's because I'm not seeing KYC anywhere here. I went into data management. I don't know what you've gone through. I couldn't follow because where the KYC is, I'm not seeing it properly.
Are you using a mobile device or PC?
A mobile device.
Yeah, it's the same thing. If you log in, when
Okay,
you
I can see data management.
go to
And
data
after that,
management, you will see bank information. Are you able to see that?
yes, I've seen
Uh-huh.
bank information.
If you click on bank information, it will show you, it will ask you to submit your real name authentication. That is referring to your regulatory ID card.
Okay, and that's where I've been having problem as well. Yes,
Have you seen it?
yes, I've seen it.
All right. So when you tap on the real name, it pops up the portal for you to upload the soft copy of your ID.
Okay, I've seen that, but it's rejecting it. It has rejected it because I didn't put while registering, I didn't put the names in the same order like on my national ID.
What you can
And
do in that case, it will talk to the customer support. Do you have their number? You chat them on WhatsApp.
okay.
Yes, I had similar issue when I joined last year. Instead of my
Yes.
3 names, I used 2 names. So while I was trying to do it myself, the system was declining.
Exactly. It has declined for
So
3 times now. It was only this morning
So
that.
what I did was to chat the customer service, tell them the challenge I'm having. So they requested for it manually and helped me upload it. Even my TRC20 wallet address, it was manually attached to my account through the support.
Okay. Okay, thank you for
You're
clarifying.
welcome, sir.
Grateful.
Yeah, so another thing I want us to look at under this data management is your change of password. Please, this is very important. We usually give default password to all the registrations we do, which is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So expect multitude or so many people to have similar passwords. So it means somebody lay hold of your ID. If somebody is able to lay hold of your ID, knowing fully well that the default password for all accounts is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the person can just put in your ID, put in the password, and log into your account and move money. Before you even start tracing who, of course, you will know where the funds have gone to. You see the name and everything. But what if the person has used the money and story enter? This is a big business. I assure everyone on this call, if you are consistent with Holy Life, in the next 2 years, the least you earn from this business should be $500,000. If you are consistent, and underline the word consistent, because I know so many leaders, our problem is that we are not consistent. You are doing a very good business like this. Somebody will bring another thing tomorrow, you abandon this one and jump on that one. They bring another one, you abandon it, you jump on it. No consistency. But as long as you are consistent with Holy Life for 2 years, and you are doing the business with tenacity, with resilience, with passion, every single day, in 2 years, the least you make out of this business, from what I'm seeing so far, is $500,000. So protect this account like your life depends on it. It's your life savings. So protect this account.
Thank you very much. But
So
that change your password, where is it?
change your login password. Change your login password to a very solid password.
Yes, I'm seeing, but where is the item? Where is it located? Please.
Data management, change of password.
Okay. Change your okay.
Data management, change password. Under data management is where we have addressed the issue of KYC for bank information.
Yes.
We're also addressing the issue of change password. Before I leave this data management section, I'm talking about this change of password because I don't want us to joke with this business. Don't maintain the default password we assign to everybody. Change it to something very solid. Same way you have password to your ATM, password to your bank account. That's the way you should treat this as well. So it's going to request for the original password. So if you use the default password 123456, you type in there, then you choose a new password for your account, confirm and submit. That's very important as well. Let me see, we have 8 minutes more for P2P, the exchange rate for P2P, I use quotes from Bybit. I told you all that I use Bybit. So per time, we check what Bybit is saying, the selling rate and the buying rate. Most times, if our leaders want to buy the machine, they come to me, they ask for it. I go to Bybit and check the rate. And then if you are selling as well, I go to Bybit, what's the current selling rate? Because what you're sending to me is also USDT. So if USDT is USDT and the Olive e-wallet is 1-to-1. 1 USDT is equal to 1 Olive e-wallet. Because sometimes at the end of the day, if you're sending me your e-wallet and I'm out of Naira, I need to change it to USDT, do the normal P2P on Bybit and get the Naira out. That's why you see that we are always liquid in this business. It's not some form of e-wallet that you cannot convert to USDT. So please take note of that. We use Bybit rate for buying and selling per time. Yes, I'll try and see if I can make the recorded version available. So let me talk about one of the most important things: placement, sponsorship, and registration. Then we call it a day for this morning. I want to make sure I keep the time with the morning sections so that we can all attend to the activities of the day. All right, so for registration, what you need to do, number one, convert your Naira to e-wallet. If you have the money in your e-wallet, that's when you can go about the registration. So summarily, let's not bore ourselves. Send me the Naira, you get e-wallet. Simple. Send the Naira, you get e-wallet transferred to your account. I'm assuming you want to be doing registrations for your team, which is the right thing to do. I would want every leader to be independent. You should be able to handle registrations for your team. So let's go to network management. So I've summarized this one. Send the Naira, you get e-wallet. So I'm assuming that is settled. So let's see, how do you get the sponsor ID and the placement ID? I'll use that to also answer the question of Mr. Moses. How do you place so that you maximize your earnings in terms of tier bonus? So first, go to network management. You are going to see under network management, you are going to see sponsorship network, placement list, management network, network management rather. So let's click on network management. Network management is going to open up your structure. So you will see everybody in your network. I'm trying to zoom this out as possible as I can. So you see on these accounts, I have this person right here. On the left, that is the AF 844609607 on the left. And then on the right, I have this account here, Mamuena. That's a Ghanaian right there. I have one person. The person on the left is in South Africa. Is in South Africa. The person on the right on this account is in Ghana. So you can see that the business is global. So each of those boxes right here carries the ID number and the username of that member. The ID number and the username is displayed there. Same thing on the right. All the boxes here that are already filled up, the ID number is there. The username is also there. So if I am the one that want to sponsor the new member, that means my own ID, AF812976, that is the sponsor ID. The sponsor ID. And then by virtue of what I see on this account, I already have a lot of spillovers on the left. So my concentration here would be more on the right because I would want to match. So let's say I want to place a new member at the right-hand side of this person. Let me get back, sorry. Just a minute, please. I think I... Sorry, I want to reshare the entire screen to make my job a lot easier. Please, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, we are seeing your screen.
Let me go back
Yes,
to
we can see it.
management, network management. Okay, so if I want to place a new member at this box right here on the right-hand side, where you have register 8 under Mamuena or Mawena, what I need is my own ID because I want to sponsor the person directly. So I will sponsor and decide where to place the person. So sponsor ID would be mine, but placement ID will be the account where I want to place the new member under. So I want to place the new member on the right-hand side here. So that means this Mahuena is going to be the placement ID, and the placement tree will be right. You have left and right because it's a unilevel structure and binary structure. So I sponsor, and the placement will go to this person. So the placement ID will be AF813180. That will be the placement ID, but the sponsor ID will be mine, which is 812976. Number 2. Always note that for tier bonuses, to answer that second question, to maximize your earning with the tier bonuses, your tier bonus is paid once on each level. Level 1, you earn tier bonus once. So if you check here, you will see on level 1, I have this account here and this account, I've earned tier bonus there. On level 2, there are 2 accounts here. That means this first person has brought in 2 people. So I have 2 accounts on level 2. What you need to earn tier bonus is just 1 each, 1 on the left and 1 on the right. So on the left-hand side, I have 1 there. On the right-hand side, I have 1. That means on this account, I have earned another tier bonus on level 2. On level 3 as well, I have 1 left, 1 right. About 4 on the left, 1 on the right. But the first that appear on the left matches with the first that will appear on the right. So the system pays tier bonus on the first that will appear left and right, the first account. It will pay the first account left and right. So already on this account, I've earned tier bonus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up to the 6th level. On this account, I've done tier bonus up to the 6th level. Up to the 6th level. So if I want to earn again another tier bonus, that's why you need to, sometimes if your team has grown, you need a laptop to view everything here. You will be needing a laptop to view. Okay. So let me make it really simple. If you look at this network management, you will see far left and far right at the top. If I want to see the last account on the right side, I'll click on far right. The system is going to show me the last account. Can you see that? So I already know that, okay, this AF458342 is the last account on my right side. I'll also check on the left side, what is the last account far left? What's the last account on the left? So the last account here is this AF361004. AF361004. So once you've seen the last 2 accounts, you will now decide where the placement should be. Of course, tier bonus is paid once on each level. So if you have earned tier bonus on the previous level, you have to place it under the last person here to match the last person on the right-hand side. So you have to place it under the last person. So on your far left, the last account is 361004. So that's going to be the placement ID. And then the placement tree will be A, which is left. Is that explanation understood? So you are interested in the last account on your left and right tree. That will become your placement ID. Those accounts will be your placement IDs, the left or the right. So if you already have a spillover on the left, look for the last account on your right. And the system makes it really easy. Just click on far right position. When you click on it, it will show you the last account. Pick that account as your placement ID. If it's on the right, you already have spillover, and you want to place on the left to match and earn a tier bonus, click on far left position. It will bring out the last account. You pick the ID as your placement ID. Can a sponsor ID be shared to a client who need This is the way this business is structured, and it's really interesting. You can't send an ID to a member to buy anything with OliLife. You have to do it from your back office. And they did it so that they control this. They have a control over the system. If you go to the front end of the website, there is nothing like sign up page there or at the front end. Everything is done internally through the dashboard of an existing member. So what you can do to be more transparent is to log into your own account, share your screen, and have your prospect provide the details. That's the way I do it, and it's really transparent. I hope you understand Techno KM5. I believe you understand. If you heard me clearly, please let me know. So that's how to locate sponsor ID and placement ID. When you are doing a conference call, you cannot, of course, you should know how to share your screen. Maybe a WhatsApp conference. If you switch to video, WhatsApp allows you to share your screen. If you're conversant with Google Meeting, you can use Google Meet to have a conference call with the client. You share your screen, your client fill the form, registration form. Or they provide you with the information, you do the registration for them. There are so many ways to kill a bird here. So that's what I mean by share your screen. Share your screen with your client. So we all understand now how to identify your placement IDs. Placement ID. So with that being said, let's go back to registration. You go to business management, you are going to see member registration. Under business management, you see member registration. You can take your time to read through the OliLife policy and procedure or OliLife product after sales policy. So if you are read through, you agree, you click continue. So there are 4 informations you are going to be providing here. Majorly, you have the basic information, you have the member information, and you're also going to be providing the mailing information, and then you select the product of choice, and you go to the payment gateway. That's the 4 things you'll be doing here. So number 1, placement ID. I've explained how to identify your placement ID. The account under whom you want to place the new member is the placement ID. Number 2, placement position. Is it on the left or on the right? If the spillover is on the left, and then you are placing the new member on your right, you use B. If the sponsor ID is also the placement ID, meaning the person is the one that is sponsoring, maybe that's your first registration, so it has to go to the left. The first registration in the system must go to the left. The system will not allow you to place it on the right. Let me go back to this management network. So make that really simple and clear. So let me identify an account that has not sponsored anybody. Okay. So look at these accounts. Ugo is this particular account. Ugo is the username. This account has not sponsored anybody and doesn't have any placement. Ooh. I'm sorry, a call interrupted me. Please, can you all hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So this Ugo has not signed up anybody and doesn't have any spillover. So the first 2 boxes there are empty. So if this person wants to sponsor, it means his ID will be the sponsor and his ID will still be the placement because there is no spillover, there is nobody under him. So AF68 689648. 689648 will be the placement ID, and the same 689648 will be the placement ID. Sponsor and placement will be the same ID. Then let me also say, the first registration compulsorily, the system says I must place it on the left, which is A. He cannot sponsor the first person and place it on the right side. The system will decline it. So the first member must go to the left. But what if, let's look at this person above, Monica. This Monica already have Ugo as a spillover on the left. If this Monica does the first sponsorship to the right, Monica is going to match and end. But what if, like this particular one, AT Peculiar, this particular account already have spillover on the left, and then wants to sponsor his first account? He has to locate the last person on the left and use that as placement ID. But the man might want to match. Maybe he took a loan. Maybe he needs the tier bonus. He needs that money. So in that case, you can allow your upline to be the sponsor, because the upline can do placement anywhere he deems fit. So the upline can do the sponsoring and then select this man's ID as the placement ID, so that the system will allow him to place that new member on the right side to match what he currently has on the left side. So that is why sponsorship and placement, you need to be very careful. You look at the back office, you do your calculations very well before you pick the placement IDs. But there's a clause to that. If your upline is the one that is sponsoring and you are only getting the placement, yes, quite all right. You would earn income, you would earn money with spillovers, you even rank with spillover. But when it comes to the biggest income in the system, which is the coaching bonus is calculated only based on sponsorship, not placement. So it means you're going to lose out on the coaching bonus. When Oreo came under you as a placement, and then the person you even brought into the system is now coming under you as a placement, it means when they start building the business, you will earn tier bonuses, you will rank, you earn, but you will never earn anything called coaching bonus from these people, because you did not directly sponsor them into your network. When these things are understood, you know that initial gratification might not really be necessary if you are looking at long-term business here. Please let me get feedback. Is that understood? Please, is it understood?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So now,
Question.
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay, when with the scenario,
I can't hear you. Your network is very, very bad. I can't hear you.
I'm sorry. Yeah, a call was trying to call me.
So
The person needs money. I hope I'm on now.
Yes, we can hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, the person actually needs money. Allows that upline to make a placement. And of course, the person on the long term will not be benefiting from the coaching bonus of that person, even though he is the one that actually brought in that person.
Yes,
because he needs the
benefit
initial
from
gratification.
every other bonuses.
Yes. So, but can there be any arrangement between the person and the upline? Is there a way, kind of compensation? Yes, tier bonus. But is there any other thing that, as an encouragement? Because I happen to fall victim of this. If I had known all this before, probably I would have even delayed the registration. And I was the one that asked this on one of the call last week. And I asked purposely because I don't want my own downlines to, fall victim of this. You actually promised to come up with this kind of, tutorials, and which I want to appreciate you for that. So it's good. But I'm just asking, is there anything the upline can do just to alleviate that loss, so to speak? Thank you.
I would say that in law, ignorance is not an excuse. So any business you want to be part of, you want to build, let's always put learning before earning. So the upline in that kind of scenario was only trying to assist. What I would say is the referral bonus in this kind of scenario should be returned back to the original owner. So if I am your upline, I'm doing the sponsorship, I get the $60 referral bonus, I would rather give it back to you as your own compensation. Because coaching bonus is not something you earn immediately in the business. Coaching bonus is a long-term earning until that member starts earning binary. That's when coaching bonus will start coming. And the person in question might not even build the business up to the 4th generation, up to that level. That's another thing you should consider. Coaching bonus is paid when your downlines are earning binary, and binary starts from level 4. And not everybody is going to build the business to level 4. Some people just came in to buy the machines for their health benefits. Some of them are not really interested in building the business. Why Holy Life is so unique is because whether they want to build or not, they will earn team bonuses. If they are under an active upline, they will be earning team bonuses. I know a lot of people in my team that are doing nothing. The only thing they do is to come and cash out their team bonus. And they are okay with that. So what the upline can do is to return the referral bonus to the original owner. I think that one is better. You should just take off your mind from team bonus that will come much later. And team bonus is not money that comes in bulk first until that leader is active in the business. If the leader builds the business massively, that's when the upline that sponsored will eventually get massive income from that person. Because direct sponsorship is 10% of the binary earnings as coaching. So if that person build the business to a level where it's making $7,000 every day, $700 will be going to the upline that sponsor later in future. Daily income, so that's massive. So, but understanding the business from the beginning will help you take informed decision. So let's not deviate from the registration portal. For me, it is very important because I need some level of relief there from my team. So let me use this Ugo as the sponsor. Let's say Ugo wants to do the first registration. So 689648 will be the sponsor and placement ID. 689648. So let's go back to business management, member registration. So I'm assuming you want to sign up a new member. You click this, you continue. So the placement ID is going to be AF 689648. So that will be the placement ID. The first registration, the placement position remains A, and the member rank, if the person is buying 1 Therapy 90 machine, is called P3 leader. If the person is buying $2,000 worth of product, it's called P4 supervisor. If the person is buying 6 machines, it is called P5 pioneer. So let's use the P3 leader. I'm assuming it's just 1 Therapy 90 machine. So where you have sponsor ID,
You can see. And he was amazed when I introduced him to the machine. He was on the machine, right on the machine. He was sleeping.
I think our upline is being prospected. All right. I like the passion of that man. So the sponsor ID here will be the same. So what you do is to copy this and place it as your sponsor ID. Paste it as your sponsor ID. So like you already know, we choose a random password from the beginning, which I have explained. You can change it later. This one is just to make the registration to go faster. So you look at the right-hand side, you are going to see member information. So if the person is anywhere in Africa, you put Africa. You put the person's full name. Please make sure that the full name tallies with what you have with the regulatory ID. If you have 3 names, use the 3 names. If you have 2 names on the ID card, maybe your international passport or driver license, make sure you use the same thing. So you choose the gender. Then nickname here is going to be the username. So ID number, you pick the ID number. If it's NIN, use your NIN. Whatever it is that you want to use, international passport, put the number there. Put your email address, the email address of the new customer, put the phone number, always start with the country dialing code. Then for detailed address, I don't waste my time with detailed address. If the person I'm registering is in Lagos, Nigeria, I just use Lagos, Nigeria. I use Lagos, Nigeria. If the person is in Port Harcourt, I put Port Harcourt. If the person is in Kano, I put Kano. So I use the city and the country as the address, just to have a quick one there. Where you have mailing information, we all know that for Africa, you need a shipper. But the company has restructured this particular mailing information. They've selected a number of distributors that are doing shipping to Africa. So I'm going to use myself as a case study. We used to have the privilege of ordering 1 unit, 2 units from the factory, but they saw that that was really cumbersome and they couldn't meet up with the time lapses. So delays started happening. You order for product, before you get a tracking number from the factory, it takes a long time. So what they now decided to do is to have a cutoff number of 10 units per order. So until you have up to 10 units, the factory will no longer attend to your orders. They don't attend to 1 or 2 or 3 or less than 10. So it must be from 10 and above. So they then went ahead to create accounts for all the selected leaders. So instead of you using shipper as your mailing information, you are going to be using the account that was created for that leader. So if you are in my team, Team Legend, for example, and you want to start doing registrations for your team, I would provide you with the mailing information of the account that was created for me in the Consolation Warehouse. So first, the shipper that will receive the goods is in China. So the recipient country will be China. Detailed address is going to be AF China, AF China /Etin. That will be the detailed address because my account with the Consolation Warehouse, this is the code. This is the code of my account with the Consolation Warehouse. AF China /Etin. Recipient name is going to be my name. Recipient phone number is going to be mine, plus +2348125731828. For the postcode, just leave it as any. Then delivery method is by mailing. For remark, we're going to use the full name. And then Nigeria. If it is Ghana, you put Ghana there. Then the phone number. So we put in the phone number there. Copy this. So you are done with the mailing information. I'll take that again. Recipient country is going to be China. The detailed address will be the account with the Consolation Warehouse, AF China Etim. Then recipient's name will be Rufus Etim. If you have grown your business to a level where you want to have your own courier service in China, you want to have an account with the warehouse, that means you are now doing a minimum of 10 machines in your team, and you want to be handling everything here yourself. That means we have to submit your name to our ground up line. That's leader Mike from in Thailand. He's the one that approves the leaders that would handle shipping. So if they vet your network, you are approved to handle all these things yourself, then an account will also be created for you. So instead of this AF China you have here and all my details, it will now be your own details and the account that was created for you to do shipping. Please take note of that. It's not that there's anything special about me or anybody can do this. So you look at the products here, that's the products you want to order, you'll see this is where you also need to be very careful. So you look at the pictures are also attached, the names, the description is there, the quantity, the amounts is also there. So let's say I want to buy the shaking massager, or let's use Therapy 90 here. I'll locate Therapy 90, I'll go to the quantity and select one. So if you add the quantity instantly, it will show the amount of the products. One, $1,000. Let's say you are doing 100. You see, $100,000. You switch to payment, order settlement. There's Binance payments, as the Binance Pay. There is EC payment. EC is your e-wallet balance. That's the e-coin, your e-wallet balance. There's credit card payments. So if you are signing up somebody in diaspora, you click on credit card payments so the person can be able to impute details of the card. There is e-payment and credit card payment. Maybe you have $500 in your e-wallet. You want to pay the balance from your credit wallet, you can do that. The Binance Pay system is for people that are using Binance. You can attach your Binance Pay. So when you click on Binance, it will redirect the payment to your Binance wallet. You pay directly from Binance. There is EC payment and the Binance. So it means you have some e-wallet and you also want to pay the balance from your Binance Pay, you choose that option. But if you ask me, I would recommend that you do all your payments through the EC payment. It is faster, very fast. So if I choose the EC payment, you see I only have $3 as my e-wallet balance. So if I have up to this $100,000 to order for 100 P90, the money will be deducted directly from my e-wallet balance, and the new member ID will be provided. So I want to believe this is also well understood, how to get your placement ID. sponsor ID. You put in member information, mailing information. So if you are in Team Legend, you want to be handling registrations yourself, I will send this mailing information. I'll send a screenshot of this mailing information to our registered members group. So you can be doing your registrations. So when you have successfully registered this member, all you need to send to me for logistics, shipping, clearing, and all the other logistics is the new member ID that pops up at the end of this successful registration. The new member ID that pop up. I think Moses is on this call. Congratulations to Moses. He's one of the first leader in my team. He handled his first registration by himself. And that really got me excited because I like those kind of proactive leaders. He did everything by himself, sent me the ID, and now we have that order added to the batch that I pushed to the logistics department. Phenomenal leader right there. I'm already sharing my screen. Techno KMS. Other leaders, please, can you see my screen? I'm sharing my screen already. I have been sharing the screen. 6.
Yes, we are seeing it.
I've been sharing my screen. And this is also recorded, so I believe that I'll be able to. Hope it's still recording. Okay. I'll share the recording as well. There's so much we can take for today. We have exceeded the time limit. On Friday, we'll be doing the product knowledge. So please don't miss these trainings every Monday and Friday. And like I said, we'll be bringing in so many leaders to these trainings. I won't be the only one handling it. So there'll be times where Nasedwin will be coming in for product knowledge. Other leaders, other medical personnel will be invited for product knowledge. We'll be having sales training. We'll be having leadership training. We'll be having so many of these things so that everybody will be independent.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Please show us where the accumulated PV can be found.
Oh, very quickly, let me do that. So back to dashboard. The system already timed out. So let me log in again. So for you to check your accumulated PV, at the right-hand side, you will see My Management Network, or you go to Management Network on the drop-down menu. You see Management Network. It takes you to this spot here, where you see everybody on your team. So let me use my own account here. So if you place the cursor on the ID number, place the cursor on your ID number and click on it. Let me do it again. You place the cursor on the ID number and you click on it. That is for PC, but for mobile device or tablet, you need to long press on your ID number. Are you with me, sir? Mr. Adedibo?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So long press. If you are using your tablet or your mobile device, long press on your ID. It will pop up this information here. If you are using your PC, it's so simple. Just click on it with your mouse. It will pop up this information. So region A, region B, you will see carry over. So it means I have cumulated PV on the left-hand side of 6,750 on this account. A total downline of 20. Region B, which is the right-hand side, I don't have any cumulated PV. Then cumulative total PV of all the transactions. You know, P90 has 750 PV. P90 Plus has 1,112 PV. The Galaxy G1 has 375 PV. So how do you also identify the PV? Very quickly, back to business management. You click on member registration as if you want to do new registration. But if you scroll down, you see all the product and the PV. You see them, the A9 Bama 375 PV, Galaxy G1 375, all the PVs are there. But the P90 Plus has 1,125 PV. If you are taking the full package of the P90 Plus, the one that comes with the gel and all that, it costs $2,000, and the PV is 1,500. The shaking massager is 750 PV. So that's how to know the PV for each account. To check your cumulated PV for the last time, just click on your member ID. Then if you want to do registration for somebody, this is what I normally do. If you send me details of a new member you want to sign up, the first thing I'm interested in is the placement and sponsor ID. Immediately you give me the sponsor ID, I usually check to see where that account already have spillover and where to do the placement to favor the upline. So what I do, I don't need to have access to that account. Most times you see, I don't request for account login details, because if I'm the upline, I will see everybody under my account. So I only pick the member ID and then take it to the search bar up here. Where you have this search bar, I'll just put in the member ID. So let me use, let's say far left. Maybe you gave me this AF361004. Instead of looking for that ID, I'll just type it at the search bar. So when you type that ID on the search bar, you search for it, it will filter out every other ID and show you the only ID that you are interested in, the account you are interested in. And then I'll check, is there any spillover on the left or on the right? Or should it go to the left? Should it go to the right? That's how to filter. So another way to filter is to click on the ID. So look at this. I can pick any of these ID, any of these accounts, click on the ID, and then click on View Network. So I want to view the network under that ID. Look at it, the same thing. Is there any spillover on the left and right? No. So with my own central account, I can view any of these accounts and pick the placement ID and the sponsor ID. So Mr. Dediba, I hope you understand, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Aha. Thank you. All right, sir. So let's get ready. We are in for real business, big business. If you are in Nigeria, we have one of the biggest events coming up on Saturday, 11th of April, this Saturday. Your first car award will be happening in Lagos for Team Legend. Make sure you indicate your name in the caps. We are printing our cap for everybody. So indicate your name so you get your cap at the venue on Saturday. Then also the company's promotion for a property in Pattaya, Thailand is on. Make sure you're building your business to become a landlord. If you earn $100,000, the company is giving you a property in Pattaya. Then tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we'll be having our usual presentations where you invite prospects to see the full-blown presentation from A to Z. So take advantage of that. On Friday, we'll be coming back again for product knowledge. Bring all your questions, all the challenges you are facing in the field. you don't know how to prospect, you don't know what to say about the machines to capture the customer, all your questions, bring it to us on Friday morning. So thank you so much, great leaders, for participating in this training this morning. God bless you all. Have a great day.